Now to a Target 8 alert, we are revealing what doctors aren't telling you about breast cancer.
It's being called life-saving information that every woman should know before their next appointment. The doctor, who's right in our own backyard, says that he's come up with a groundbreaking tool that could save thousands of lives and now is making big strides in getting insurance companies to pay for it.
24-Hour News 8's Leon Hendricks has our investigation.
I'm at my new normal. Life is never going to be the same.
Sandy Sandrock was among the thousands of women who think they're doing it right. She was getting mammograms each year, and every time, everything checked out okay. In fact, it wasn't long before she was diagnosed with an aggressive breast cancer that her mammogram told her she was fine.
And he said, it doesn't show up at all. We know it's there, but it doesn't show up at all.
There was a benign nodule.
What caught her attention was an article written by this man, Dr. David Straley, a Flint-based radiologist who's come up with a new way to perform a breast MRI. She credits him with saving her life.
And I do think that it would have been too late. I don't think I would be here talking to you if I didn't have that access to the MRI.
Sandrock has dense breast tissue, about half of women do to some degree, and luckily she was aware of it. But not all women are. While all mammograms do rate how much dense breast tissue there is, not all doctors relay that information to the patient. Many women get simple notices like this. To get more, you have to ask, and in some cases demand those details. Depending on how much dense tissue there is, it can render a mammogram virtually useless.
Because we're looking for cancer, which is white. It's easy to see here that white would be very difficult to find in these large areas of dense fibroglandular tissue.
Here we'll show you the most startling depiction of the issue. This is the mammogram of a patient who has dense breast tissue. It shows no problem, but an MRI on that very same patient using Dr. Straley's method reveals something that is potentially deadly.
Of course, when we got the breast MRI, we were all surprised to see this, which is the exact same patient, and you can clearly identify here that this is a 4 centimeter by 4 centimeter by 2.5 centimeter tumor in that left breast, simply not seen on the mammogram.
It's widely accepted that MRI is among the best tools for detecting cancer. The problem is the cost. The typically lengthy procedure runs between $1,000 and $1,400, a far cry from a $150 or $250 mammogram. But Dr. Straley has come up with a faster way to do the test at a much lower cost. We watched a patient go through the process. It captures fewer images, so it takes just 12 minutes, and Straley's office charges just under $400.
If we can get the insurance companies to pay for this, this will have a major impact on this disease across the country. So it's a win-win-win for everyone.
But some in medicine tell us they are skeptical about this and the potential limitations. While Straley says it won't, some fear that taking fewer scans would make it more difficult to discern cancer from not.
Right now, we know standard MRIs work very, very well at finding early breast cancers. They're as accurate as 99%. We don't have enough data to compare the new protocol compared to the standard.
In some cases, how to treat women with dense breasts has pitted doctors against doctors. It's clear that this isn't clear, and dense breast tissue can hide cancer. What's not clear is what to do about it.
No test will pick up all the breast cancers. And we've had patients with cancers on their mammogram where it's not seen on the MRI. There's something that looks a little suspicious.
Spectrum Health is pushing patients to undergo a procedure called tomosynthesis, far cheaper than a standard MRI. And St. Mary's is looking closely at the MRI as well, conducting its own study.
Because there's no real consensus on what the best test, next best step is for these women.
Sandrock is one of the few who doesn't have to wait for a consensus. Her insurance company is Health Plus of Michigan, the first on board agreeing to pay $395 for a screening breast MRI for commercial HMO clients who have more than 50% dense breast tissue, enough to cover an MRI using Straley's method. For her daughter, who isn't old enough to have mammograms or tests covered by insurance, they're paying out of pocket so she can get MRIs as her mother adjusts to life as a breast cancer survivor.
But truly now, I do appreciate every day. I appreciate every season. And, you know, in the spring when the leaves come out, the leaves are greener than they've ever been before. And the colors in the fall are more beautiful than they've ever been before.
This is the right thing to do, and that's what will make a big difference to us.
Now, after his initial study that involved more than 600 women, Straley conducted a study on 43 women who had dense breast tissue. He says his MRI test found 3 cancers in those women that went undetected by the mammogram. You know, it's something that I was shocked to find out. I thought if they said no cancer, it meant no cancer.
Oh, absolutely. It's deceiving to some degree, but we were talking at 5 about cost effectiveness. If the insurance companies are looking at this primarily from saving money, what is $1,500 up front as opposed to $100,000 of cancer treatment down the road?
Right. And now he's saying he can do it for $400. You're right. That's kind of the question that it begs. It's yet to be seen, though, how many things that this would catch versus how many we already do catch, because you don't want to discredit here. The mammogram does save lives. It does catch cancer sometimes as well. So
we're talking about an additional tool. Absolutely.
Right, and when you look at those pictures and you see that one picture and then, you know, they take away the other image, it's absolutely clear.
Right. Right.
Wow.
All right.
Hopefully he'll get more insurance companies on board.
The biggest thing is to be asking your doctor these questions. Do I need these additional tests? Do I have this dense breast tissue?
Yep. Speak up. That always helps too. Thanks, Leon. And our Target 8 investigation will continue online right now. You can talk live with Dr. Straley himself. Our live chat goes until 7 o'clock. Again, that's at woodtv.com. Then at 11 tonight, the fight goes to the state capitol, where there is an effort to get a law passed that would require docs to tell women if they have dense breasts, but one lawmaker wasn't giving it a chance. Target 8 tracks her down.